team ban.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, here we are back into the draft of UCF.
Sorry, I got a little bit of an emergency, so I'll be right back. I won't be too long.
No problem. I will keep everyone entertained. We have Georgia Tech Esports versus the XMLG 420 YOLO No Scope team. That is Central Florida. And here we go into the draft. So again, we're going to see some of the same bans. Probably a few of the heroes that they maybe don't want to deal with. Or maybe they'll let them go through it and they just want to try them out. IO, once again, because of that tether. Lich still getting banned out. Lich, one thing interesting about him is the level 25 talent that he got gives HP regeneration on ice armor. That does work on buildings. So if the high ground hasn't been breached at that point, it's going to get a lot harder. As not only will the towers have extra armor, the buildings will have extra armor, they'll regen while you're attacking them, and if you don't get them, they are pretty much going to be full health by the time you get back. Now, last time we spent a good amount of time talking about changes for the patch, and we did miss out a little bit on the game because of it. It's a huge patch. It's massive, and I do apologize about that. I'm going to try and focus a little more on the game, and hopefully we have some opportunities to talk about the patch as well. But that was a pretty action-packed game with lots of different skirmishes where that were long and protracted instead of like big concise team fights. Shadow Shaman gets picked up. One thing that is interesting to note is that Hex is now undispellable. So Slark ate a huge nerf, because if Slark jumps on you, now you can just Hex him if you're Shadow Shaman, if you're Lion, which are two heroes that, you know, feel like they should be good against him, but actually aren't because of that Death Pact just dispelling off the Hex. Now, you just straight up Hex him and look at him while he sits there. He's a little sheepy, or a little froggy. You'd be like, get out of here, buddy. Or a fish. Georgia Tech taking a little bit of time here on their second pick. All right, we got the Slardar. So Slardar, I can't remember if this is a talent or an actual just a change to the hero. I believe it's just a change to the hero. He now gets 700 move speed when he's sprinting in the river. So very interesting there. While he's on water, he gets additional move speed from sprint.
10 seconds remaining. Dire team ban.
Lone Druid gonna get picked up once again from Florida. Very clearly some comfort on this hero. And it did a lot of work last game. It looks like
10 seconds remaining.
Florida has pretty good control of their lanes and a good handle on the laning phase. So they won out, and then that let them transfer into some pretty good pushes, and that's where the bear just got to start demolishing towers with the skill demolish, of course. TA gonna get banned this time. PA banned up as well. So no assassins. No MMR assassins today.
Radiant team ban.
Pugna, a little more standard. Let's see if there was any big changes to him that merits that, or if that's just a holdover ban. So life drain range has been reduced. Yeah, he ate some nerfs.
5 seconds remaining. Dire team pick.
Into the second phase. So with the current picks right now, Georgia Tech, they've got themselves a Shadow Shaman, so a bit stronger there in the lane.
5 seconds remaining.
Slardar as well, some probably going to be their roamer. It's already picked up at this point. We'll see Abyssal Underlord. All right, he actually got some interesting changes. I believe a talent allows his Firestorm to affect buildings now. That is a crazy talent. Very good for sieging the high ground. One thing that we were talking about during the patch analysis was that, you know, at the end of the last patch and in other patches as well, you can see a clear flow to the game and a team is winning, and their momentum just kind of stops as soon as they get to the high ground. And that can lead to some boring games to view. As we have commented before here in CSL, it made pretty clear, like it was really obvious what was going to happen in the game. A team would take all the tier 2s. It would be at the time to high ground. They'll go Roche. They'll use the Roche to try and get a single tier 3 tower. If they are successful in that, they back up to the shrines. Then they go to assault the high ground. If they're unsuccessful, they fall back to farm up till the next Roche, try again. It's just real predictable.
That's exactly what happened last game too, right?
Yeah.
With the lone druid, they took all out of the towers. They go to high ground. If it fails, they go farm and take Roshan. They try high ground again. If it fails, they go take Roshan, try again and again and again. So I think, that's a flow of MOBA. I think that happens in every single MOBA that I've casted and seen. So it's unpreventable, but the difference is providing players with the tools to be able to break high ground, and also to a certain point to be able to protect high ground too, right? But you don't want to get to a point where aggressors are rewarded.
Yeah.
And defenders, it make it harder for defenders and make it easier for the aggressors, because aggressors are the ones that push the pace of the game. Defenders just sit in their base and hope for the opponents to make a mistake. So they should always favor the attackers for a game that's made to be exciting. So, and that's what they're doing with all these changes, as you said, with the Underlord getting the new talent to be able to help push high ground, and the Roshan we were talking about in the last game getting the refresher shard.
Yeah, and then not only that, the removal of shrines, as well as it seems like the intention of the meteor hammer.
Yeah.
So a bunch of new changes, a few pretty seemingly targeted changes that Ice Frog wants to see less of a stall out in the games at the high ground phase.
Yeah. Yeah. We're happy. I think viewers are happy and casters are happy. Everyone's happy. The players are happy. Even if the game goes long as people are fighting. The worst thing to see, as you talk about, is when people are to defend high ground for the next 20 minutes and the defending team never comes out of their base, right?
Yep.
And the fact that the Roshan is so strong now, it's kind of at the point where, well, we can stay up here, let them take Roshan, and then we're probably going to lose a fight, right? So that's no way to play it anymore. You have to go out and actually contest Roshan. So the fact that it's encouraging more fights to happen and making defensive plays worse is, I think, good for the game. And it's not like that's going to say, it's going to shorten the game, but the thing is, it doesn't take away the fact that Dota can still go a very long time if the teams keep on swinging back and forth. If Team A wins and then Team B wins and then AB, the games can still go on forever.
Yeah, but it puts the, in order for that to happen, it has to be a team playing well rather than just having an arbitrary advantage for sitting there.
Yeah. Oh, also the fact that Shrine was taken out of high ground, that is huge. That is so huge. And we saw it in the last game. Venomancer did so much work, but remember, why Magic Venom wasn't very good in the last patch was because there were so many shrines. You go up to high ground, you try to do your thing, and then everyone just shrines up, and no one's actually dead from your ulti. So it was better for you to go right clicky build and like a ward build, so you can high ground push with the wards, rather than trying to kill people. And here's a Monkey King.
Golgi, how many minutes ago would you say you got back? Not it's not been 3 minutes yet. Everyone's saying okay, yeah. They thought you were muted. No, he was just away taking care of some business. He pooped his pants a little bit. It happens.
Yeah, I had a emergency that happened that I just need to take care of.
Yeah, pooped his pants.
Nope.
Axe, 2 interesting talent changes for him. He can counter helix on right clicks now, or there's a talent for counter helix on right clicks. And a big one that we've actually talked about here on CSL, a talent to increase his call cast range. Or AoE, the AoE on his
the radius
call.
Yeah, and also he has a really insane attack speed talent he can get, which we thought was really weird when we first read it, and then we eventually got to that fact that counter helix now triggers on attack. So if you want to go for that right-click EX build, you can go for that direction. Of course, I think you never really want to go that kind of axe, because in a perfect world, axe just goes in, build as tanky as possible, and calls the enemies and makes them kill themselves. But in situations, there's sometimes where you just can't get massive calls off. So in that time, you can just take that right-clicking kind of build to make your damage more like reliable. So there's that.
Yep. Monkey King had some interesting talent changes. A lot of his talents were brand new, right?
Yeah.
At level 10, he can get 150 Tree Dance Vision in an AoE. And then I think the Tree Dance cast range was a new talent. He can get 300 additional cast range on Tree Dance. Or he can get 75 Jingu Mastery damage. Most of his...
Jingu Mastery damage was always there. And that's the one what people usually took every time.
Almost every single one of his talents is now specific to his abilities. Versus a lot of other people still have, like, you know, plus health, plus damage, plus move speed, plus attack speed, generic stats.
Yeah, so we were talking about how these new Tree Dance Monkey King buffs were kind of trying to maybe even push him more towards this kind of roaming style of play, which I still think isn't very good, but it's more viable, because I can't see why any kind of carry Monkey King will take the Tree Dance Vision AoE or Tree Dance cast range over the Jingu Mastery damage on attack speed.
All right, let's let you know who's playing once again. The overlay was on the wrong sides last game, so apologies about that. It is Florida who is on Radiant, and it is Georgia who is on the Dire. On the Radiant Florida, we are going to have Squee on the Monkey King, so it will be Core once again. Squee was mid last time. It looks like he'll be safe lane this time around. Or no. Yeah, I think so.
I might actually pay attention to Squee right now, actually.
Yeah, he's about to get run down if he's not too careful. Into the trees he goes, and away he goes. Manky Kang.
And that's why you hold your first point, kids. Because usually you want to take the Jingu Mastery, but he would have been dead if he took the Jingu Mastery.
Alright, it will be Lone Dog on the Lone Druid once again. We will have Free Sham on the Axe, Purple Mudkip on the Jakiro, and Ban on the Night Stalker.
And over on... this is Central Florida on the Dire side?
This is Georgia.
Alright, over on Georgia Tech, we have Bart on Sniper, Mushroom on the Shadow Shaman, Something Genuine on the Underlord, Jake on the Lifestealer, and finally, Down with the Syndrome on Slardar. Glad to see Slardar again. He's one of my favorite heroes to play. He definitely get one of the most interesting changes in the patch, where level 4 Guardian Sprint will let you move at insane speeds through the river.
Oh, that's only on level 4?
Only on level 4 Guardian Sprint.
Okay, and it's not a talent, it's innate to the skill.
It's innate to the skill, yeah. It's like 700 move speed down the river. It's pretty nuts.
Monkey King versus Underlord. How does this matchup go? How does this matchup fare?
I'm assuming it's pretty alright for Monkey King, but he still gotta be careful because he's really squishy. But you know, there is always a threat. It's kind of like Ursa versus Underlord. Not as bad as it usually is, but the fact that you can get 4 Jingu Master stacks on Underlord because he usually pushes out far, kind of like the Fury Swipes. You gotta be careful about that, because if Monkey King gets down on you, you might take a lot of beating or even die.
Here's something I like. This Lifestealer, who's going to get Ice Path right now. Free Sham trying to run around. He's going to get a taunt onto 2. Mushroom is here. He gets the shackles. No hit spins coming out. Slardar are going to finish it up with a crush, and they will get themselves a first blood.
Yeah, great stuns there. They did not stack it at all. They got the shackles, got the full duration, and then the Slither Crush coming out for the full duration afterwards, and more than enough to take that tanky axe down. Call going out. He's a
Yeah,
lot of
it's a
creeps
call.
in
It's
there.
on to 2. They get Shadow Shaman in the ice path, but they're going to turn around and immediately shackle up Free Sham. And now the safe lane is going way better for Jake.
Yeah, this is what they're looking for here. I'm so happy to see this combo against Slardar plus Life Stealer. It's such a great combo there. They can guarantee so many easy kills as long as Slardar can get a timely Blink Dagger.
Yeah, and
Life Stealer.
Life Stealer doesn't have as bad of a problem against an axe as other heroes might have, because as long as he's got his open wounds out, he can regen through any counter helixes.
Yeah, and the fact that Axe has really good strength scaling doesn't do him any favors against Lifestealer. Yeah, all Lifestealer needs is a little bit of minus armor, like the Corrosive Haze, and then his damage is absolutely insane. Oh, another Shackle's
stun,
going
yeah,
out
Shackle
onto
onto
Axe.
Mushroom is just being a menace to this poor guy.
Down with the Syndrome. Did not want to initiate there with the Slithering Crush because...
Do you think that Axe should just get an Iron Talon and go to jungle?
Oh, rest in peace. Do you think he should get a poor man's shield?
Yeah, he's taking a lot of damage. If he wants to stay in this lane, he should get a poor man's shield. If not, he should grab an Iron Talon and leave. For those who are not in on the joke, both of those items are removed from the game. Taunt is going to go out on the Lifestealer right now. Ban is here. They're putting the damage into Jake, but they're going to be able to get a Shackle out onto Night Stalker. Crush as well. It's stacked a little bit. And now Free Sham chasing down onto the Moonstrom. They will be able to get a return kill, a vengeance kill onto Shadow Shaman.
Yeah. Definitely don't want to be 3v3ing into this lineup. 3v2 they can easily do, but not with the Night Stalker here, and with the nighttime rolling around, this lane's about to get a little bit harder.
Oh, a root onto, yeah, Sniper got rooted. They're going to be able to get themselves a shackle into the shrapnel. That's pretty rough. Oh, Lone Dog, yeah, don't forget, everyone always underestimates Ether Shock. It is so much damage for a level 1.
That was level 1, yeah. Ooh, crazy.
I myself underestimate Ether Shock. They get another taunt out onto Lifestealer. They're going to catch him up into the ice path. Trying to go onto him. Now a Liquid Fire for good measure, and they're going to force him back. Now Jake. It seems like they've rallied, and they've got Ban here. And they're fine with Ban here. Lone Dog looks like he's fine. Monkey King seems like he's going to be fine. I think they want to keep Lifestealer or Night Stalker here.
Surprised that Ban didn't commit the Void there onto Down with the Syndrome. I think they could chase him down with the slow, but decides to play it safe. Now Ban is going Mushroom.
One thing to mention is he wasn't pulling aggro on those creeps, so they were just fighting up against the... Oh, they're going to be able to catch him in the ice path, but they're not fast enough. Oh, Mushroom, he's going to get stopped immediately and then taunted under creeps. One more counter helix will do it. That one didn't hit, so the Free Sham will get the damage. Underlord is here, though, to Firestorm, and Axe just got completely taken out. Jake now taking quite a bit of damage. They've got a Liquid Fire. They're going to void him as well, chasing him down. Ban wants to go on him. They've got another Firestorm. Underlord is still here, so Ban needs to be careful. There's the Ether Shock, getting 2 kills out for that. That was pretty worth it. They overstayed their welcome here, I think, in that lane cut.
Yes, they ended up getting 1, but it is pushing Jake out of the lane a little bit. Of course, it is a loss that's a little bit too aggressive there, and I mean, you don't want to commit 3 heroes to cut a lane either.
Yeah, and I don't think they weren't getting a lot out of the lane cut either.
All they're doing is trying to take it away from Jake. They want to hurt the Lifestealer more than anything else. That's their objective. If they're going for a play like that.
Oh, they're going to get the taunt onto Mushroom. We got 2 counter helixes. That's it, though.
Yeah. That hurts. Still half-life taken, but here comes a shackle.
Yep, he's going to be shackled up into the Firestorm as well. It looks like they've actually just shoved Slardar into the off lane. Axe is going to go down. All of his support left.
Yeah, a lot of health-based damage actually here. We were talking about on Lifestealer, but also on Underlord. That Firestorm does so much damage against the Axe. He obviously has a lot of armor, but not any magic resistance. So losing health based on health percentage on magic damage is going to be quite a pain for the Axe. Now mid lane, Bart getting absolutely run down here.
Yeah, Lone Dog and Ban coming. So it costs them an Axe, but they get the kill on the Sniper, and that's definitely worth it for Ban being able to set that up.
Oh yeah. Unfortunately, no TPs. Something Genuine tried TP, but he misclicked and TP onto a shrine instead of a tower. I'm assuming he wanted to go to the tower. Mushroom had a TP. Surprised that he didn't go for it. Maybe they thought it was a lost cause. I think they could have got a return kill at least. But yeah, maybe some time to focus on Bart's lane a little bit would be appreciated, because you don't want the sniper to fall behind too badly either. But I guess if you get the Lifesteal to have a good mid game, you can transition into late game a lot more easier, because you got the Slardar combo, which will provide a lot of space for the sniper to farm.
Plus, Slardar, an obviously pretty good vehicle for Lifestealer.
Yeah.
Is that the main combo you're referencing earlier, just a second ago?
Yeah.
Okay.
That's the only combo. I was talking about how Lifestealer only needs a little bit of minus armor to be able to kill his enemy. That's why you get Desolator every single time on Lifestealer, right? Because just feast and stuff like that.
Okay. He's got his Jakiro here again. Liquid Fire, Dual Breath into Jake. Jake now going to start taking some damage. Even committing the Ice Path. Oh, if Freesham only knew he could taunt right there. Oh, he's baiting it. They're going to find Ban. They're going to be able to hex him up. They've got Slardar coming in. Now Jakiro is going to be able to get the Ice Path. It goes onto 2. They're going to be able to get them taunt onto 2 again. Onto 3, actually. He's spinning up. Mushroom. He's going to go down now. Freesham in a little bit of trouble. He has to be very careful right now. He could be going down. Jake is going to chase him down. He won't eat that counter helix and some good jukes through the trees. Freesham is alive for now, and he's actually going to completely juke him out. Jake now looking to go onto him. Ban and Purple Mudkip, though, are here to make sure that he can't. He's going to have to infest up a creep, and he's running around trying to find the axe, see if he can burst onto him. And instead, they're going to go on to Purple Mudkip. Freeshep, he's been regenning with his boots, but he'll eat a crush to the face. And now, here comes the taunt. It's going to catch, but he's going to go down. He does get 2. Counter Helix is out, and now Ban trying to make his way. Another crush. Purple Mudkip needs to get out of here. 4 heroes. They've bought themselves a lot of space. Here comes Squee. He's going to throw the monkeys in. It's monkey business time. He will be able to get a kill onto the Slardar as a return. And for Squee to be able to come in and get some, that forced all 5 of the Georgia heroes here to the top lane. Yeah. I think they actually won out on that. They lost quite a bit of net worth on it with 3 hero deaths, but they got a kill onto the core and were able to force a lot of rotations. Lone Druid gets a mid tower. Axe is now in the safe lane, trying to catch up a little bit.
Basically, 9 people rotate to the top lane. Only Lone Druid didn't show up to that fight. So, yeah, I think just by barely Central Florida squeaks it out of there with that mid lane tower kill.
Oh, look at this stack for Axe. He wants that blink. Taking quite a bit.
I'm gonna find Lone Dog though. Lone Dog is gonna chase down with the open moons.
He does not have the roar. He needs to be careful. He doesn't bring them to Axe. Axe is gonna don't go in, buddy. Making their way to the shrine. They're gonna make it activated.
Lone Druid is so fast.
Lone Dog, yeah, there we go. They're gonna be able to get the taunt, assassinate. It won't be enough damage now. And now Jake is just out too deep. Axe is taking quite a bit of damage, though. They're going to be able to take it down. Purple Mudkip, he gets the Ice Path onto 2. Purple Mudkip could go down. No! They rotated in, but they just kind of did it as a
Bart
team
is chasing
retreat.
down Ban. Oh, under the shrapnel is going to get taken down, too. And that was with a shrine, too, but unfortunately, Axe being so low after taking that stack just couldn't contribute to the fight, and they got out there free. 3 for none. That helps Sniper get into the game a little bit more. He's going to be able to finish up his Mask of Madness pretty soon.
And they didn't. Did they get the Jake kill? They did not get the Jake kill.
Nope. Yeah. It was 3 for none. And at least Axe got to clear that stack, I believe, right? Yeah, he did it. Yeah. So now there's wards being dropped into mid. Xiaoshan doing what Xiaoshan does, but on the top lane, Squee is getting slowed down. And I don't think he has anywhere to run. Oh, this banana!
Banana! Don't mind me, I'm just a banana!
He tried, but he gets crushed.
That will, shape-shifting will interrupt attack animations though, right?
I don't believe it does. He did at the start, but that was a little bit too strong, and Monkey King were just constantly using shapeshift during the middle of the fight to be annoying. So they took that out. If you're auto attacking the hero already, you will do it, but you won't be like you won't like you can't click ground to be able to find a hero for free.
Freesham, they're investing a lot to keep this axe down. And it's paying off so far. Still no blink. 12 minutes in. He's going to get caught. Freesham or Bart and Genuine taking him out. They're going to get the assassinate kill onto him. A little bit further once again from that BKB. As far as the net worth goes, Monkey King and Lone Druid leading the charts. With actually Underlord, the highest on the Dire right now.
Is under attack.
Yeah. Yeah, we see that how Georgia kind of plays these games. Looks like they don't really focus too much on farming super hard within the laning phase, but rather they try to make sure they have the rotations and the teamwork down to be able to make sure they don't lose too many objectives. So yeah, that meant that Monkey King and Lone Druid got a lot more space to farm than Sniper and Lifestealer, who both had to do a lot of fighting instead of just farming. But it is working out for them right now because they're slightly ahead in net worth overall because the supports obviously are doing better with all this fighting going around.
Alright, Freesham now very wisely staying out of the lanes. He is going to go jungle up that Blink Dagger.
Alright, so first invest on the Slaughter coming out. Squeeze won't get found. Yeah.
Ooh, where the hell? There it is.
That is a rough combo.
Yeah.
Slardar, Lifestealer with the Corrosive Haze. That's so much damage. And now in the bot lane, both of them keep getting assassinated. Wisham doesn't want to take that kill from the Sniper, but he's going to have to.
Yep, they're going to be able to get a fear out onto something genuine, and now Freesham, he's got his blink purchased.
Oh my god, Freesham
so
taking
much damage in there. Now they're going to get shackle onto Lone Druid. Lone Druid going down here easily as well. Ban, the only survivor of this fight. George is running him over.
They tried so hard to be able to kill Jake there, but Jake with I think he had one clutch armlet toggle there, and just they just couldn't kill him during the call. So he was able to get out of that, get the open wounds up and heal up back again in the fight. So they didn't even get that kill. So this is looking really good for Georgia.
Bottom tower has fallen.
And this axe being so behind, we saw how much damage a Firestorm did. Like, that was some insane amount of damage. He was just sitting under it, and there was nothing else hitting him, and we felt like that did like half of his life.
Yeah. So he's got the blink, but unfortunately he's just not survivable enough during the blink. The call gives him the armor, but Firestorm's on top of him.
Yeah.
Burn him so bad.
Yeah,
and even a blade mail's not going to help him here.
Yeah, that was Firestorm plus Shrapnel. That's why it was also a lot of damage. Yeah, that's a lot of magic damage. Maybe a pipe for him next might be something considerable, just to be able to
at least
tank that Firestorm. Yeah, a hood will go a long way. You're right. A hood into blade mail could do okay.
Yeah, he has to get the hood before the blade mail. I almost would never choose not getting blade mail right after blink, but it's mandatory this time around.
Yeah, he just dies before he can do anything. So down with the Syndrome, picked up a good time on that good time on that Blink Dagger on the roaming Slardar. So they're gonna smoke up right away with this timing.
Sprint. Here he goes. He's looking for the Jakiro. No, he wants someone else. He wants a bigger target. He's gonna find Squee. They get the crush. Here comes the shrapnel as well. He gets a boundless strike, and he's trying to make his way, but that was such a good kill.
Absolutely perfect target. They're like, no, could get the Jakiro, but nah, I'm gonna be greedy. We won't go up here. And Monkey King just stepped off the tree. How unlucky was that?
Yeah. They're like, yeah, you got the Jakiro. What else you got? No, I'll take something else.
But the Macro Pyre being laid out to push them off. Of Bart hiding in the trees, being a sniper, hitting tower out of the range. But yeah, they don't want to risk this too much, staying there, especially with Axe with a blink. Although Axe isn't survivable, you still don't want to get called. You still don't want a sniper to get called by him. So they're going to wisely back off for now. But yeah, now the net worth charts flipping, starting to flip here. Georgia Tech with Sniper and Lifestealer and Underlord above the Lone Druid now. Squee, even with those few deaths, he's been farming very efficiently with that Battle Fury.
Darkness is used. Squee is going aggressively into the enemy lane. Up to the trees he goes, and they should be able to get a little bit of vision. He does not have the tree dance vision. He has attack speed.
Oh,
they know that he's
there.
here. They're going to find him with the shrapnel, and now he's got to go. He gets off the tree right away. He's going to drop the balance strike, but he gets caught once again.
Why didn't he Primal Spring? He should have Primal Spring off the tree. Maybe he just panicked a little bit there.
Radiant's top tower is under
But I don't know how they figured that out. I'm just trying to see what gave it away.
I think they had just the tiniest bit of vision right here when he walked there.
Yeah. Yeah, must have been, right? Man, they played that really well. Now, Jakiro getting slowed down.
In the pit. Axe goes in, he gets the call onto one, but now
Oh my god.
he's in a bad place. That wasn't even a blink into everyone. Assassinated on a lone dog, he'll just barely survive. Slaughter's chasing him down 1 second to blink.
under attack.
Oh, he's gonna go for it! Oh, what a man! Holy crap!
That's value. That is
Yeah,
absolute
no,
value.
always fountain dive at 18 minutes. Oh my god! Down with the syndrome, showing that he has the greatest balls.
They'll just dark rift over there. Golgi, what's the gold cost on a wheelbarrow?
A wheelbarrow? I'm gonna probably say like five gold. 5 gold sounds about right.
Gold, that's it. Oh, yeah. I guess that makes sense. You'd think.
I mean,
don't
we're
know.
considering about like magical items here. Maybe
No,
5
no.
is too small. Like 15 gold.
No, this is clearly Slaughter has purchased a wheelbarrow to cart around these massive balls.
15 gold lost place, worth it. Alright, a lot of angry drawings going on the map there. That's a Bart. Don't know what those symbol is. He wants
I think
to
that
smoke
was a sperm.
application. Maybe there's a smoke here, and then we can walk there. But no, his team doesn't want to do that. Ooh, they go for something aggressive in the Radiant jungle, but Slaughter's gonna blink out. Don't want to get his little buddy in too much trouble. But they actually have their eyes on Squee. Yeah, Slaughter sees someone
Squee.
farming by themselves, and he goes for it. And Squee's gotta get out here soon, or he's gonna die.
He's gonna be jumped. No, he doesn't jump. He wasn't in the trees in time. He's gonna get crushed up. He's gonna get destroyed. Jake and Down with the Syndrome just picking him apart. I feel like Monkey is.
Wait,
Squee.
look at down this syndrome. Look at how fast he is.
Oh my lord.
For just 1 second, but that's so cool.
He's going for the Aegis. He's going for Roche already. Bart,
I mean,
he's
it's
got
just a Slaughter.
significant amount of damage. Yeah, they've got the corrosive haze.
Dude, so much damage. I miss Slaughter. Like, this is when Slaughter was popular. Roshan was being taken so often and so fast because of corrosive haze. And yeah, nothing Central Florida that can do against this one. Force Roshan does go to the Lifestealer. And maybe they're looking to take tier 2 here. Sniper caught up quite a bit since he's a little bit of a hard lane. He's now on the top of the network with 8,700 gold with a Maelstrom locked in. Macro Pirates here, but Checker's gonna play ultimate
Jakiro,
price.
yeah. That cost a lot. This has just been the polar opposite of last game.
Yeah, no. This feels like they're complete different teams. Looks like Georgia Tech. They're feeling the groove here. I mean, of course, this is literally the first game of the patch, and it might be the first game ever of the patch for these players here, unless they play on test client or they played a little bit before the game started. So it makes sense they're having a little bit of unfamiliarity here from both sides.
The wards are down. They're going to put the damage into the Spirit Bear. Spirit Bear is going to go down so easily. They're going to change targets. It's onto the Monkey King. Squee once again, just out a little bit too far. He gets run down way too easily. Axe is getting shackled up, and he's going to be okay for now. Ice Path is going to be able to catch two. They're delaying them up a little bit, but here comes another bear. He's going to have to use the fear to stay alive. Down with the Scissors is going to blink forward and get the crush onto the bear. That's going to let Jake continue to catch this bear. They did have a call go out, and it will be able to catch one, but Axe dies. Now another Ice Path doing as much as they can. Macropyre is back up. They get the second bear. They've got the tier 3. They want to get at least a Rax out of it. They're going for the range Rax. They force a buyback on the Axe, and Jake is making away.
Oh, they're happy with this.
Yeah, absolutely. They're gonna use the Rift and get them all out. Easy retreat.
Yeah, and this game looks completely opposite from the last game. 12k net worth lead now for Georgia. That fight, we don't get the full vision here. We only see the 3 deaths and 1 buyback, but that's still 630 goal swing for the Georgia Tech. And also, of course, the fact that they took the tier 3 and the 1 range racks means a lot more money that's going to their way that we don't see on the graphs there.
Yeah, it seemed like Monkey King was having a pretty good time, but as soon as he ate that gank, right here at that when he jumped down from that tree,
yeah,
he just has not had an opportunity to do anything.
Yeah, I mean, he went for the Battle Fury. Battle Fury, usually a very weak team fighting item. Even if he can have a synergy with the Wukong's command, he doesn't have a good setup for Wukong's command. So he really needs to farm with this Battle Fury, but he's just not getting the space to. And whenever he does, I mean, it's not his fault because whenever he goes off to farm, he just gets killed. But Slardar now looking for more victims.
He's about to get found again. It's another crush. It's into Squee. They're putting all the damage. They're going to shackle him up as well. Lifestealer isn't even attacking him. He's going for the axe. Squee goes down. They catch him again. 50 seconds, no buyback. Freshman, he's got his blink up here in just one moment. He's going to be able to blink away to safety. No, there he goes. He blinks into the river. Interesting choice.
Meanwhile, the Syndrome finds Ban. Wow.
Oh,
triple man's crush there. That was so bad. They were smoked up and walked right up into the high ground. That spot is Downwinter Syndrome's lucky spot. Another huge kill there. Triple crush. Finds the carry again. And an easy melee racks being taken. And snakes are also up too if Moostrum wants to drop it here in the tier 3.
And there they go.
Oh, the snake's formation has been changed.
I think. Oh yeah. I don't know.
I wonder if you can trap people in it still.
That wasn't mentioned at all. I wonder if that was just some fluke. Alright, they're going to start the fight. Ice Path goes out. They're trying to fight right now. Into Monkey King is caught by Jake. Jake beating him up. He's in the pit. Assassinate will do the trick. They've already taken the melee racks. Now moving on to the range. Down with the Syndrome. Taking quite a bit of damage. But a root onto Sniper. Bart trying to make his way over Ray. He just turns around and starts fighting up with that Mask of Madness. Good game. Well played is called.
Wow. What a difference. Yeah, I mean, this game was, this time, and we were talking about how Georgia Tech lost the last game because their safe lane didn't do too well. This game was the complete opposite because the safe lane absolutely dominated that axe. That axe was useless. He couldn't get farmed enough, so he was squishy, so he couldn't initiate. And then that man, the Slaughter, got like a 14-minute blink on a roamer, excuse me. And then he had the, corrosive haze early on too. And they got so many kills off that, they snowballed off that, took an easy Roshan, and tier 3s all the way.
Yeah, let me see. Big changes. What were some of the main changes that that Georgia Tech made that game? Just stronger lanes all around?
Yeah, stronger lanes. I think it all comes down to that. I don't know if this is how this patch is going to go out to be, but first 2 games we casted so far, the lanes, I think, really shaped the entire game. I mean, lane was really important in the last patch, obviously, but in this game, it just felt like the team who won the lane just dominated in the mid game.
Yeah, absolutely. All right, so we are going to get a game 3 this day. We are going to send you guys to a short break, and we'll see you in game 3.
What are you going to do when hip-hop goes out?
Hip-hop is an attitude. It's right here. It's how you feel. It's a style. So it can go out.